What's up, YouTube? You're watching Steel City MotoVlogs. I'm Derrick T, your host. Today is September 20th. It's a Saturday, 2025. Out here in the Steel City. I just left from over at the church, and actually we were out in the community, just kind of letting people know that we're there, handing out free food and just flyers and information about the church. That was a pretty cool event. Got to know some new people. Pretty cool event. Today I'm rocking a new helmet setup, and actually it's one that I bought on Amazon, a three-quarter helmet that I'm really digging. It's by Yamaha. Not terribly expensive, but it is a DOT certified helmet. I like that I'm getting more air instead of the full face helmet all the time, and that in this helmet is just a little bit lighter than my full face helmet. Now I'll still wear that one, and it's still my motovlogging helmet of choice, so to speak. You know, when it gets cold outside, I think I'll definitely be rocking that one, you know, in the colder weather. But on days like today, where I'm showing 82 degrees on my Honda Goldwing, it's just not favorable when you're wearing that full face helmet. You just don't get a lot of air. And so this has been a wonderful adjustment. I also have a new headset and speakers in this helmet. And that's what I really kind of wanted to aim my focus at a little bit. Because obviously, when you start talking about helmet communications, you know, Senna and Cardo are the names that come up. But I'll tell you what, this one that I'm rocking with is one that I got on Amazon. It wasn't terribly expensive at all. As a matter of fact, it was dirt cheap. I ain't even gonna lie. It was dirt cheap. Because I figured the only thing that I'm really doing with this helmet, I'm not really doing enough group riding with other people who have communication systems where it's necessary for me to communicate with, you know, members of a group ride and all that other stuff. It's just, you know, I'm not in that situation. I do more riding by myself than anything else. And so I didn't feel like I needed the latest mesh technology, you know, in order to communicate with everybody. You know, my brother and I are the ones who usually talk back and forth. And even then, on my full face helmet, I have a Senna. That is the 20S Evo, I think, that I have on that one. It's been several years. I've always thought about upgrading and going to like a Senna 50 or something like that. And I've just not been able to justify that kind of expenditure because I just don't use it enough, you know, for communicating with other people. But for doing what I'm doing right now, and that's, you know, using my phone for music and using my phone to talk to anybody. Like, for instance, I did a FaceTime call with JP just to ask how I was sounding, and he said, you know, you sound like you're inside, you sound like you're indoors right now. So it's working for that. So if I can, you know, answer a phone call, or if I want to listen to music, that's pretty much, if I get those two functions out of a communication system, I'll tell you what, I'm happy. And so, sorry. Person in front of me, I'm not sure if they knew what they were doing or not. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and kind of get an active review on it. Now, as far as motovlogging is concerned, it has absolutely no bearing. This microphone right here has absolutely no bearing on the motovlog. That is being done with the DJI wireless mic that I'm wearing right here. And it's under my shirt, kind of blocks some of that wind away and everything else. The receiver is on the GoPro over here, and that's always kind of been that setup. And so this doesn't really affect the motovlog setup at all. Although, I'll be honest with you, I've kind of been desiring to get like a Senna 50C. Largely because it had the camera element, and I thought about doing it that way, but honestly, the system I got set up ain't broke, and so I'm just not going to pour hundreds of dollars into fixing something that's not broke. But I've been doing it the same way for years, and it's just really been working out for me. But this particular headset communicator, I can't even tell you. I think you pronounce it Fia or Fia. I'm going to run a couple pictures across the screen, and these are all the different ones that have come up either in my Amazon or even on my Facebook. And the crazy thing is that this exact same communicator, when the ad came up on Facebook and I clicked on it, it costed $139. Same exact model, $139. Well, this one I paid $25.99 for on Amazon. And for whatever reason, there's infinitely many companies that are making the same model, the exact same device. I don't know why there are all these different companies making the exact same thing and charging such a despairingly different price, because like I said, I can go from all the way from $29.99 all the way to $139, and literally is the exact same thing. So I don't know why that is, but I'm happy that I got it at the price point that I got it. And like I said, it just simply works for what I do. Motorcycling and motovlogging in particular, it's not a cheap thing to do, but every now and again, you can find an inexpensive solution to a problem. And I've kind of been on that kick about the difference between something being cheap and something being inexpensive. And again, I think I found another inexpensive way to do the things that I need to do in order to make a ride comfortable for me. So it just kind of works. Digging the 3/4 helmet. I have the sunshade that's really convenient. And then I also have this one as well. I wonder if, I'll have to check the video footage when I get home. I wonder what I sound like on the microphone on the DJI with this shield down. We'll have to see about that. There's definitely a difference between the two. Like I said, this one was gonna be a short one. I'm pretty much getting ready to pull up in front of the house now, so I'm gonna go on and call this one a video. Like I said, I just really wanted to get out and test out the fit on the helmet, which is really comfortable. And the new communicator, I got a chance to get out and call and talk to some people while I was on it, and it just really worked out well for me. So I think we have a winner for something that's really light. The one thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to retire my chrome cap. I don't think I'm gonna be wearing that one anymore, just because it's really not a helmet, so to speak. It's something to say that you have something on. But, as far as safety goes, I would rather have something like this than that chrome helmet. And so I'll keep it around. I'm not gonna throw it away or anything else like that, but you'll probably see me wearing this setup just a little bit more. The one thing that makes it a lot lighter is I don't have a GoPro mounted to it, and I don't have a battery mounted to the back of the helmet. So it just feels really nice to, have a lightweight helmet on. And, I'm not having neck pain by the time I get where I'm going, especially on a long ride with the other helmet. So got two options, and I think I like them both for the purposes that they serve. Anyway, I'm at home, so I'm gonna get going. My name is Derrick T, for those of you all who never seen a video before. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you who watched, thank you for tuning in again, and I'll see you all on the next adventure. Peace out.